A lot of times people ask me questions like, why are there things in scripture like genealogy, where it's just a bunch of names and how long they lived or this and that, and it just seems like little details. And there's a lot of reasons for the genealogy, but one I want you to pay attention to, we see so prevalently in Genesis 5. There's these 10 generations from Adam and Eve to Noah, and Moses lists off, this guy was born, and then he gave birth to this guy, then he lived a lot longer, and then he died. Okay? And it's not just showing us bloodlines. There is more to learn from that if we dig down. Pay attention to the little nuances of why he includes those things. Throughout that genealogy from Adam and Eve to Noah, there's 10 generations, and Moses lists them off, but he mentions one guy in particular, a guy by the name of Enoch. And it says something very powerful in Genesis 5:24. It says, and Enoch walked faithfully with God. That's a very powerful statement, because Enoch gives birth to Methuselah. Methuselah gives birth to Lamech. Lamech gives birth to Noah, who ends up being the one who God uses to build the ark and save all of life on earth and replenish the earth. But it starts with Enoch's faith, because that faith is passed from him to Methuselah, Methuselah to Lamech, Lamech to Noah. You ever wonder what your faith does, or the impact it might be having? See, it said Enoch walked faithfully with God. In a few generations, it says God found favor with Noah because he was so faithful to God. Do you understand that your faith has an impact for generations to come? You may not realize it today, but years from now, somebody is going to walk faithfully with God because you were faithful to him first. Maybe you're a mom, maybe you're a dad, maybe you've got kids and you're like, oh, I hope they come to know Jesus. Yeah, well, it starts with you. Are you walking it out? Are you staying faithful? Are you living a life that emulates who Christ is to you? Maybe you're a pastor or a ministry leader. Do you realize that you have an impact for generations to come? Enoch walked faithfully with God. This is what's interesting too. Of all the people in that genealogy, it says that this person lived, had a kid, lived this longer, then they died. With Enoch, it says he walked faithfully with God, and after he gave birth to Methuselah and lived a little bit longer, God took him away, and he was no more. He was so faithful. Stay faithful. Stay walking with Christ. Let him change you from the inside out, but let that faith be an example to the next generation and the next generation and the next generation. Your faith has an impact for generations to come, and you never know how God plans and wants to use it. So walk faithfully with him today, and I hope y'all have a great day. Talk to you soon.